This week, Sir Keir Starmer continued his crusade to become our next Prime Minister, but now it seems he also wants to play the role of dad to our children too, or maybe nanny. It follows the announcement of Labour's Child Health Action Plan, an urgent call to arms to save our kids who are now fatter than the French, shorter than the Haitians, and sadder than the Turks. Not only that, the state of children's teeth has triggered Starmer to propose supervised toothbrushing in schools.
I was absolutely shocked to learn the statistic that the most common cause of hospital admissions for 6 to 10-year-olds is tooth decay, to have their teeth extracted. So that's our plan. It's fully funded with the non-dom tax status being abolished. I want the super rich to pay their tax in this country and use that money to help with dentistry.
The Tories say they're already doing something similar and are focusing on supporting parents instead of embracing nanny state tactics. So who's failing, parents, the state, or both? I've got to take issue with this whole endless refrain that Labour are going to pay things from the non-dom abolition. It betrays a complete lack of understanding about how the super rich behave. They're not just going to suddenly say, oh, right then, I'll just stay in Britain and start paying tens of millions of pounds.
I'll stomp up the cash.
They will be straight out of the UK. Anyway, setting that aside, I am kind of in favour of the whole toothbrushing in schools scenario. I'm not in favour generally of the state interfering more, but I don't think it's that radical a thing. It only takes 5-10 minutes out of the school day. It's a nice routine to get into. I would hope children had already brushed their teeth and it's a second brushing. But for those who haven't, honestly, are we really going to get our knickers in a twist about it?
I can fully get those knickers completely in a twist. I just think that whenever there's a problem, the instinct of both parties is to always infantilise, ban, infantilise, medicalise. And I think that it really bugs me, the lack of personal responsibility as parents, right? It really is very simple. If you wake up, go to the toilet, brush your teeth. Not just brush your teeth, come here, let me smell your breath. And if I don't smell mint, OK, you're going back in there.
How many kids have you got?
I've got one, so it's manageable.
Has it been a successful strategy? I'm wondering.
I think it's one of the things that every parent should be doing.
How long do you go on doing it? Because I'm convinced my teenager sometimes doesn't brush his teeth. I'm not going anywhere near his mouth.
I think probably till his late 20s. I think I'll just, like Harry Enfield's character. I'll go, only me, and I'll just ask him if he's brushed his teeth. But I think it's not beyond the wit of people, and every time, every time we take away a responsibility, I think we take away something from human beings. And I think teachers are so overworked already. To say to primary school teachers, you've now got to supervise something as simple as brushing.
We all did it. In the 80s, we had this. I mean, we got the fluoride thing, 100%. Yeah,
but those were specific bursts. That wasn't an ongoing commitment to teach kids how to brush their teeth.
I completely take your point, Geoff, about, it should be parents' job, but parents are failing. The fact that the #1 cause of children going into A&E is to have, because they've got rotten teeth. We'll
teach the parents that.
But that's
get the parents in school.
That's a drain on the NHS. So this investment into getting them to brush their teeth at schools could help the NHS save some money.
I'd be in favour of. I always like to educate. I'd like to get about those terrifying adverts from the 80s. Remember? Just get one of a kid coming in and opens their mouth and then their teeth fall out. And go, kids,
it's a good idea.
Their teeth could fall out. It's like, remember the fireworks adverts or the ones where the kids had a fishing rod and it hit the electricity pylon? Let's go back to terrifying the British public into doing the right thing.
Government information adverts. They were. Oh, they really were.
Scary.
The problem is that both things are right, aren't they? Though the problem is that parents are failing because we know that. I went to the dentist the other day and I was pointing at a picture at the wall and I just went, really? Is that actually a doctored picture of those child's teeth? It was a picture of a 6-year-old with these essentially orange fangs and gaps and everything. And I went, is that a picture of an actual child from Britain? And he went, yeah. And actually, that's not even the worst of it. He said, I see children coming in here. He said, not only have all their milk teeth dropped out through rotting, but their adult teeth are coming through and rotting straight out. And the problem is that, as you were saying, Isabel, that it costs the NHS in the end. So why not? If communal teeth washing is all it takes... And actually...
what is it next? Communal bathing as well?
Yeah, why not?
We're going to put roll-on the kids' armpits to not wearing deodorant. No. Just target the kids who need the help. Don't target all.
Well, like I say, I think we've got